What's up, comic book fans? This is TB Comics coming at you again in the month of August. Well, it's been a little while and I've had some, shall we say, comic book issues. Heaven forbid we get comic book issues in this day and age. Postal service, not very good. Bunch of my comics either got lost or possibly never got sent. But anyway, I'm back and I'm going to share some lovely comic book covers. And I've got I'd say quite a thickish stack to show you. So let's get stuck in, shall we? Stuck in like you're stuck in some big comic book gunge. First up, we're going to go to DC, and we've got, let me make sure that's right. Yeah, that's looking good. Absolute Flash, issue number 6, part of the all-in DC run at the moment, doing pretty well. Especially Absolute Batman is smashing it. But anyway, yes, this is issue number 6, and that is coming from Nick Robles. So thank very much, Nick Robles. Looks like we got maybe the Flash family here, or I don't know, could be some villains. Looks like they're doing a lineup, but they're all numbered. This guy there, he's like, I ain't picking up this number 1. Let them do it. But yeah, this guy looks like he means business. Don't know who they are, haven't got a clue. Don't even know if any one of these are the Flash. Maybe the Flash's family, maybe the Flash's enemies. Who knows? But we shall see when we get stuck into this at some point. I'm currently going through EC's on ePress epitaphs from the Abyss run, which is really, really good. Up to about issue, I think, 8 now. Loads of nice short horror stories. But anyway, let's get back to this. Moving on, we have got a very nice cover for Absolute Batman, issue number 11. I can't believe we're on issue number 11 already. Sorry about the light. I've got them in bags, so the light's reflecting. But we've got a nice cover there. From Nick Dragotta, as always. I always collect the A covers. I did collect a couple of the other covers, especially the rare ones, but I'm not doing many of the low ratio variants on these anyway. But yeah, really nice cover there from Nick Robles. Oh yeah, thank you very much, creative team, for Absolute Flash. Much appreciated. Jeff Lemire, Robles and Lucas. My apologies. Didn't forget you guys. But yes, we've got, who's on this? Snyder and Mann. I believe that might be Clayman. He done a really nice cover for, I think it was this one actually, yeah, I showed you in the previous video. Really nice Bane cover. But yeah, that there, as I said, cover A, Nick Dragotta. We've got Absolute Bane just slouching around in his armchair, maybe having a drink of venom. Maybe, just maybe, that might be Batman there, hanging up, and Bane's just watching him. Hopefully it's nothing too sinister. But yeah, maybe just gets off watching people hang for a while, you know. Bane's a bit of a sadist, I think. So, but yeah, can't wait to get stuck into this at some point. I will do, I promise. Moving on. That was it from DC, just the 2. Just waiting for some others to turn up, so I'll have more to show you in the future, don't worry. Moving on, we're going to go to EC on ePress for Catacomb of Torment. That is issue number 2, cover B, coming from Kettner. I'm assuming that's the last name as always, so my apologies, I don't know first name unless you just go by a first name, Kettner. But yeah, really nice cover there. Do like this one. Looks like we've got a wall being made out of human bricks by the looks of it. Nice one there with a screaming bloody mouth. We've got an ear, we've got an eye. That is one Homo sapien wall, I would say. You know, you just wouldn't want to be part of that brick in the wall, would you? A bit of a Pink Floyd quote there. But yeah, really nice cover. Do like that one. As I said, it's come from Kettner. Really nice artwork. Can't tell you what the stories are. Doesn't tell me, but it does inside. But it is jolting tales of tension in the EC tradition. So yeah, brilliant. Can't wait. get stuck into these at some point. Very, very nice indeed. Moving on, let's head over to Dynamite. I've got 2 issues from Dynamite. We are now on issue 17 of Thundercats. Oh! As always, I have got the Lee and Chung cover. I believe that's cover C. Creative teams such as Chavez and Moss, as always. But yeah, really nice cover there. Looks like we've got, I want to say, Panthro, I believe. Yeah, Panthro, giving Wily Kit and Wily Cat a nice good hug, or he's just protecting them from these falling rocks. They're looking a bit scared, so who knows what's going on. Hopefully they'll come out of this unscathed. You know, he's quite hench, so I reckon he can handle it. You know, holding up that what do they call it? Not an avalanche, rock slide, landslide sort of thing. Yeah, there you go. Thundercats Lost, issue number 5, come from Bryson and Acosta. Cover there again, I believe that's Lian Chung. Yeah, cover E that time though for Thundercats Lost. We're on to number 5 now. Really nice. I don't know who these are. Looks like doing some sort of martial arts or maybe some yoga poses. This looks like some sort of grandmaster. He looks very wise and very poised. Or maybe they're having a good old fight and it's some sort of like martial arts battle. Who knows? I haven't got a clue, so I'll get stuck into this at some point anyway. Collect, but don't always have time to read. Moving on, all of these are Image comics now. You can sort of tell how much I like Image. Hyde Street, issue number 8, very nice cover there. I want to say, without looking at my notes, I'm going to say that's a Carl Hotz cover. Let's have a look. Yeah, Carl Hotz, but Dan Brown as well. So there you go. You can always sort of tell Carl Hotz's artwork. It's always sort of detailed and it's nice. It's nice. I do like it. Creative team: Jeff Johns, Ivan Reese, Danny Mickey, Brad Anderson, and Rob Lee as always. Can't wait to get stuck into these at some point. I've looked at a lot of the sort of artwork and that, smashing it. Absolutely awesome. But you can't go wrong with anything from Ghost Machine, The Unnamed, and all that lot. Yeah, really nice cover. I want to say that is cover C. Yes, there you go, cover C. So thank you very much, creative team, on the Ghost Machine label. Got a very nice. What's that? Yeah, it is the variant. It's the variant of variant of Ghost Machine. Hyde Street, issue number 8. That is because it's not on my notes. I want to say that's the Sean von Gorman cereal box cover. I got the number 7, which was I showed you in a previous video. We got Sugar Scream. Fright in every bite. Looks like we've got some witch on there. Have a good old munch on some scaringly sweet orange vanilla frosted flavour cereal and marshmallow bits. Sounds very tasty, doesn't it? I think there's 2 more to go for these, so that would be 9 and 10. Yeah, really nice. Don't know why I got this at a steal of a price compared to the number 7 of the cereal one. That's quite expensive. I don't know if it was like an error or I don't know. I got it anyway, so who cares? Moving on. Let's head over to, we're still with Image, but we've got Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. It seems like absolute ages since this came, this turned up. Yeah, I've been waiting for this for a long time. It is issue number, I want to say, we're on issue number 9 now, so only a couple more to go, I believe. That is cover A, come from Gary Brown. It's the only cover I could pick up, but I believe there's some really nice Japanese sort of art variants, but really hard to get. Hardly got any variants for this, so. But C'est la vie, as they say in France. Looks like we've got samurai mask there, covered in blood, well, dripping blood actually, gushing with blood, I would say. We've got our samurai there, maybe having a battle or maybe some practicing some samurai skills. We've got a moon there, so don't know what's going to happen. Can't wait to get stuck into this. Only a couple more issues to go. It's come from the creative team such as Duggan, Brown, O'Halloran, Sabino and Gray as always. So thank you very much creative team for that one. I am looking forward to reading this. Moving on, we have got issue number 2 of Ghost Pepper, the sort of quirky manga-y anime style comic. Only quickly brushed upon the art, really nice, do like it. Really liking these front covers. That cover there is coming from Derek Chu, and that is cover B. Creative team Ludo Lullaby and Adriano Lucas. So thank you very much creative team. Looking forward to getting stuck into this. Looks like we've got our main protagonists there. We've got our I think he's like super strong or something. She's the girl that does all the cooking, I believe, and we've got some quirky sidekicks like some robot and I don't know, some like hulking dude there in some sort of crazy outfit. We've got their food truck there, so we don't know what's going to happen, so I'll find out at some point. We've got a few here from Exquisite Corpses. We are now on number 4. Got the normal cover there. Just waiting for my Polybags trading cards cover to cut. And this is coming from Grayson, Tynien, Gorham, Walsh, Belair and Carey. So thank you very much creative team. That cover there, I want to say, is cover A, come from Michael Walsh. So thank you very much. Looks like we've got one of our killers there. She uses some sort of fancy crossbow, and then we've got sort of the artwork in the background, same as always. I was lucky enough to pick up. Now first time I've seen these in my comic, not my comic shop, my online comic store, because I haven't got a decent comic shop where I am, unfortunately. Boo-hoo, woe is me. Managed to pick up the very nice, I don't know if you can see it very well, it is the very nice, basically it's a very nice foil edition. No, can't see my notes. Oh yeah, it's the cover G Michael Walsh surprise foil variant. I've only number 4 and I've managed to get one of these, so it'd be nice to chase down the other 3, but it was a little bit expensive, but well worth it. Why not treat myself? Got to push the boat out a bit in you. Please excuse my voice, I've got a bit of a dry mouth and I don't have a liquid drink to sup. Moving on, I've got a very nice variant there for Exquisite Corpses, issue number 4. That is the Wes Craig Virgin variant, cover F. Looks like we've got our weird bunny man there. You can just see his nice teeth there inside the actual head. Looks like he wants to take a chunk out of someone's flesh, or maybe just give people a nice big rabbity hug. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Moving on. Last 2 got the seasons. We're on issue number 7. I think there's only one more to go on this, I believe. And that cover there is coming from cover A, comes from Paul Azaceta. We've got Rick Remender, Paul Azaceta and Mateus Lopez on this one. Looks like our main character there, I don't know if she is one of the seasons or if she's just a normal person. Looks like she's on her motorbike wielding a slashy blade and cutting some sort of, I'm going to assume maybe a worm or a snake, some sort of serpent. Just chopped it in half. Maybe it was attacking her, maybe it wasn't, maybe she just doesn't like snakes or worms, but it has got turquoise blood. What a nice colour that is. She's looking really dangerous with a leather jacket and a motorbike. riding around some sort of fair, circus. I think it's circus, you know, because I've heard rumours anyway. So, and then last but not least, we've just got a variant there of the same comic, issue number 7 of the Seasons. By the way, it comes out on Giant Generator, which I believe is Rick Remender's, but quote me if I'm wrong. Looks like we've got our main character there, same as in that one, just dressed a little bit differently this time, riding a motorbike. You know, sort of saying sayonara to this like weird, maybe ogre beast sort of monstery thing. He's like, I'll get you, and she's like, yeah, see you later. Zoom. And there she goes, off in the dust. Just can't see her. Yeah, she's kicking up mud or riding up mud. Yeah. And he's, you know, he's not having it. Maybe she's stolen something precious. Who knows? I'm just, you know, guessing. But anyway, hope you like what you saw. Please like, please subscribe, do all that stuff that everyone does on YouTube. And if you don't, I don't care. And hope you like your comics. Enjoy, read, collect, and yeah, take care for now. Bye bye.